Dende is easily one of my favorite characters, especially in the Namek saga, because the guy is basically a walking senzu bean. When Krillin got stabbed, Dende was there. When Gohan got his skull caved in by Frieza, Dende was there yet again. And finally, when Third Form Frieza beat Piccolo into a bloody pulp, Dende was there yet again with the clutch healing powers, saving the characters at just the right moment. So what if things had been different? What if Dende had survived the battle on Namek? How could he have survived? When Dende went to go heal Vegeta, the thing that got him killed was that Frieza saw him healing Vegeta. But what if, instead of being out in the open, Dende decided to carry his body behind a large rock somewhere where Frieza couldn't see so he could heal him in secret? So Frieza finishes transforming and he doesn't know about Dende's healing powers. So Frieza has no reason to target Dende whatsoever. He doesn't view Dende as any kind of nuisance or threat. So he targets Vegeta. And just like in the normal timeline, Vegeta would talk a lot of crap, but still end up with his chest caved in, lying on the ground in tears. That's when Frieza would turn his attention to Krillin and blow him up as revenge for what happened to his tail. With Krillin chunks raining down everywhere, Gohan would get a rage boost and get a few good hits in on Frieza. But Frieza's not one to take any crap from a Saiyan child, so he ends up breaking every bone in Gohan's body. He's about to lay the killing blow when Piccolo steps in and kicks Frieza in the face, getting him off of Gohan and sending him flying back several meters. Frieza is not having any of Piccolo's BS today, and he decides to break every bone in Piccolo's body yet again. He's about to kill Piccolo when suddenly a new challenger enters the ring. It's Goku, arriving just in time to see Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan on the ground, bloodied, bruised, beaten, battered, broken, and barely clinging on to life. Once more, he notices Krillin chunks all over the ground and deduces that Frieza blew up Krillin. So he doesn't have any friendly words for Frieza. He doesn't warm up. He doesn't try to reason with Frieza. He flies right into a Kaioken times 20 and knocks Frieza off guard, getting several strong hits in and even shooting him with a Super Kamehameha. Now this actually ends up badly damaging Frieza because Frieza did not power up yet. He was just getting started and he was playing with his victims, and not taking Goku seriously cost Frieza a lot of stamina and parts of his tail. So an angry Frieza powers up to 50% and starts to brutally dominate Goku, breaking bones, giving him a concussion, stabbing him through the chest with his hands, injuring him any way he can. He's about to shoot a powerful ki blast at Goku to destroy him once and for all when he gets hit in the back with a Masenko and a Gallic gun from a recovered Vegeta and Gohan. Dende had healed them yet again. Now to tell you how powerful they are, from the Zenkai boost that Gohan and Vegeta got, Vegeta is about as strong as Goku is when he's using the Kaioken times 20, and Gohan is about half that. For you power scalers who always need to put a number to everything, for the sake of argument, here Vegeta is about at a 60 million and Gohan's about at a 30 million. So with Frieza powered up to half of his power, Vegeta is actually about equal to him, and Gohan is only half as strong as Frieza is, but it's enough to be a threat. So the two Saiyans engage Frieza. Vegeta and Gohan put together are actually able to push him back and damage him because he's not at full power. Dende flies over to Goku and actually heals him, which gives Goku another Zenkai boost. But Goku wastes no time. He throws his hands up in the air like he just doesn't care, and he charges the Spirit Bomb. Meanwhile, back at the fight, Gohan and Vegeta are taking it to Frieza. Gohan is more than just a distraction. He's actually able to tag Frieza a few times because Vegeta is able to actually keep the pressure on Frieza. So Frieza, feeling backed into a corner for the first time in his life, goes 100% and starts to retaliate, starts to really damage the Saiyans and push them back. He charges up a death ball, because he says, "I don't know how you dirty Saiyans have managed to recover all this time, but I'm going to make sure there's nothing left of you." So he powers up a death ball, ready to eviscerate the two Saiyan warriors, when all of a sudden, Goku throws the Spirit Bomb. It catches Frieza off guard, just like in the regular continuity. But here, Frieza is already injured. He's already had his stamina drained by sustaining two surprise attacks. One by Kaioken times 20 Goku, and the other by the recovered Gohan and Vegeta. So his stamina is just not up to the challenge anymore. The Spirit Bomb blows up in his face, and when the dust settles, he's got nothing but his upper body and one of his arms left, just like what happened to him at the end of the Namek fight. Goku looks at him and actually takes pity on him. Goku tries to lecture him about being a good guy, and Goku says, "I will offer you one chance to live if you decide never to hurt anyone anymore." So basically Goku doing his normal thing where he naively tries to redeem the bad guy. That's when Vegeta steps in and says, "Kakarot, you idiot! Frieza will never turn good." And Gohan looks at his dad sternly and says, "He's right, Dad. He blew up Krillin like it was nothing. We can't let him escape. He might fly to Earth and blow it up." And that is when Gohan powers up a Masenko, and Vegeta powers up a Gallet Gun, and they both shoot it at Frieza and obliterate him. Frieza is dead. No Mecha Frieza, no Frieza coming back. Frieza is dead. That is it. Meanwhile, the Z-Fighters regroup. Dende heals the Saiyans again. They go and find Bulma, and they discuss a strategy of what to do next. Vegeta tells them that Frieza has a father named King Cold, and that King Cold is even stronger than Frieza was, and that startles the Z-Fighters. Then Goku says, "But wait a minute, if we just killed his son, won't he want to come here to investigate what happened?" And that's when Piccolo says, "You're right. If King Cold comes here, he could totally blow up this planet. We have to stop him." So that's when the Saiyans form a plan. The Saiyans decide to stay on Namek and wait for King Cold to come so they can ambush him. Meanwhile, they're going to use the entire planet as a training arena to spar and get themselves ready. Kami back on Earth uses Shenron to bring back all of Frieza's victims. That includes bringing back all of the dead Namekians. That even includes bringing back Guru. So with Guru back alive, that resurrects Porunga. And they use Porunga's last remaining wish to teleport everybody on Namek back to Earth except for the Saiyans. So the Saiyans use all of Namek as their private training ground, and they're actually able to push each other to new heights. Goku and Vegeta are both Super Saiyans. They've both pushed themselves over the limit. If you guys want an idea of how strong everybody is, they're about as strong as they would be at the start of the Android saga in the main timeline. So Goku and Vegeta have a handle on Super Saiyan. They can transform at will. They're strong enough to do so. Gohan's not a Super Saiyan yet, but he's almost there. He's just the next tier below Super Saiyan. So King Cold finally arrives, and they waste no time. Goku and Vegeta absolutely steamroll King Cold. It's funny. They're laughing. They're kicking King Cold back and forth to each other like he's a hacky sack, while Gohan is basically destroying King Cold's army, and that permanently ends the Cold family's threat to the universe. The Saiyans decide to get back in the ship that Dr. Briefs built for Goku that has the gravity room, and they all train in the intense gravity, and that's just the edge of training that Gohan needed to finally unlock Super Saiyan for himself. So these are some fairly strong characters. Back on Earth, the Namekians are actually getting along well with the Earthlings, as we see, and Kami takes a special interest in Dende. He notices his benevolent nature, his different powers, his potential, and his healing abilities. So Kami approaches Guru and asks for permission to keep Dende on Earth as an apprentice. Kami wants to train Dende as his replacement because he views him as a worthy successor. Guru agrees, and Guru, with his last moments alive, passes all the knowledge that he had left down to Dende, and Kami is able to finish his training. The Nameks are waiting around for their chance to resurrect Purunga so they can get out of there and go to their planet. So they finally wait the months required to summon Purunga again. They summon him, and they wish to all be teleported back to Namek. Everyone except for Dende. Dende stays on Earth, basically serving as an apprentice to Earth's guardian. The three Saiyans continue to train, and they continue to get better at Super Saiyan, and they continue to reach new heights. At this point, after all of this training, they're about at the same level as the androids. They're about equal to their power, but then tragedy strikes. Goku gets the heart virus, and he starts to get gravely ill. Dende comes and tries to help him, but here's the problem. Dende can only heal damaged tissue. Dende cannot remove viruses. So what ends up happening is that Goku will get sick. Dende uses his healing powers. Dende's healing powers repair the damaged heart tissue, but Dende cannot remove the virus out of Goku's body. So what happens is Dende heals him. He'll be okay for a few days, and then the virus starts to multiply again and make him sick, and Dende has to keep coming back every 2 or 3 days to heal him. So Dende is basically walking life support for Goku at this point, but it's able to buy Gohan enough time to gather the Dragon Balls, to summon Shenron, and to wish for an antidote. After taking the antidote, Goku makes a full recovery and continues to train, and they push themselves past the level of normal Super Saiyan, and they actually end up unlocking Ascended Saiyan, the form that Vegeta used on Semi-Perfect Cell. So naturally, when the androids arrive, they don't even stand a chance. Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta just wash them completely. There's not even any competition. In this continuity, Cell doesn't exist because Frieza never came to Earth. King Cold never came to Earth. So the Cell project that Dr. Gero was working on does not have enough alien DNA in it to make Cell strong enough. So instead, in this continuity, they end up creating Android 13, and Super Android 13 might get a few hits in on Gohan, but other than that, he gets destroyed as well, and they're able to keep their universe safe. And that is where the story ends for now. If I get over 500 likes, I may make a part 2. Let me know what you think in the comments below.